Hey guys, Adrian Jimenez, joined here with Eddie Hearn with Matchroom Boxing. Eddie, it's been a while that I've seen you. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's good to see you. We are here fight week for Lomachenko versus Anthony CROLLA. I just learned that it's CROLLA, like $1 million CROLLA.
It's like the Americans, with HEARN, it's HEARNs. With CROLLA, it's COROLLA. So we're happy with whatever you want to call us, but no, we're excited. It's a very tough fight for Anthony, we know that. But, he's become the mandatory, he's earned his shot. And, he must try and take advantage of it on Friday.
He's coming to take the WBA and the WBO belts from Lomachenko. What does he have to do to be victorious right now?
He has to be at his very, very, very best. We all know that Lomachenko is pound for pound one of the great fighters. But Anthony, he's fought for a world title. He's won a world title. He's defended it. He's tried to unify. He's fought for the Ring Magazine title. He's done everything in the division. And he's a smart fighter. It's not like he's deluded. He knows how good Lomachenko is. And I think he's excited. No one's giving him a chance. So he has no pressure. Just go out there, enjoy yourself, and try and shock the world.
I talked to him a few minutes ago, and he says, you know what, Lomachenko is beatable. He's already been defeated by Salido, even though he has improved, but he's beatable again. So he's very confident. What weaknesses do you guys see, if any?
It's very difficult to find weaknesses in Lomachenko. I think you have to, it's easy for me to say what to do, but you've got to get in there and do it. And one of the things you have to do against a fighter like that is take them out of their rhythm. And Anthony and Joe Gallagher know exactly what they need to do. It's just a case of, can you do it? But he's excited to try and do it. And he feels great. He's in tremendous shape. He's ready. He's ready to try and cause an upset.
We're looking forward for that fight. Another fight that we're looking forward to is two fighters that were here, Callum Smith and Zurdo Ramirez. We saw them taking the pictures. I talked to both fighters. Both fighters want that unification fight.
Yeah, and Bob's, he's happy to do that fight in the UK. I think it's a massive chance for Callum Smith to have a big unit, and the record books say it. He's #1. He's a Ring Magazine champ. He's a world champion. But Ramirez is a great fighter. Benavidez is a great fighter. Those three, that trio, it's an interesting little trio. And but we need to make the fights that I know we can make. And whilst me and Bob don't always get on, we can make fights together, and we do have a communication line that's always open. So there's a lot more chance of sort of the zone ESPN fights getting made than maybe PBC fights between Top Rank and PBC, or even us. So we have to take advantage of that, and I would love to do the Ramirez fight.
Very excited to see two promoters talking and making potential fights. A fight that we were all looking forward to was Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. I heard rumors that he ignored $100 million to join the zone. Do you have any more information you'd like to share on that?
Oh, look, there's been a lot of reports, and there was obviously huge amounts of money offered to Wilder for those fights. It didn't work out for reasons known to Deontay. Right now, what we do know is Joshua's fighting Miller on June the 1st. Wilder's fighting Brazil on May the 18th. They've both got to win. Joshua's got a tougher fight, but Brazil can fight. They've both got to stay focused on those fights, and hopefully in November, December, we can give the fans what they want, which is the biggest fight in world boxing. There's no bigger fight in world boxing. And, in that respect, we've all got a job and an obligation to try and help and to try to make this fight. Us, the Zone, even Showtime, who knows, John Skipper, Al Heyman, Shelley Finkel, and the fighters to deliver. Because we have to make fights like this for boxing. And November, December is 1,000,000% the time to make it if they both win in May and June.
Well, Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller already set the stage on fire with their press conferences, so I can only imagine what the fights will be like. How can you put into words what you expect on fight night?
I expect a tough fight, for many reasons. One, Jarrell Miller's a very good fighter. He's a great work rate. He's a big, strong man. But also for Anthony being his American debut, a lot of sort of new things to experience. But, the past year, 2 years, Anthony's been in fights where no one's really flicked his switch. Klitschko, Takam, the unification with Parker, Povetkin. They've all been so cordial with him, and now he's a guy that has flicked his switch, that has rubbed him up the wrong way. And I've never seen in the past couple of years this kind of desire from Joshua in camp, and he wants to do a job on Miller. But Miller's coming. This is a tough fight. It's a really tough fight, and I'm excited for Anthony to experience a packed Madison Square Garden, defending his world heavyweight title there. It's going to be an amazing event.
I mean, it's exactly right what you're saying, that it's a new, okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter that we're doing an interview, but it is a different Anthony Joshua that we've seen with Big Baby Miller getting, I guess, under his skin. So it makes us think, I wonder if we're going to see something different in the ring.
Yeah, I think, he started his career, he was very destructive, like he just bulldozed for everyone. And then he become a little bit more clinical, and his performances were more intelligent. He mustn't fight on emotion here, because it's like you make mistakes that way. It'll be exciting. Like I said, he wants to knock Miller out, and he wants to do it in style, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, we cannot wait. Eddie, thank you so much for chatting with us, and so many fights, so many potential fights. Can't wait for it all.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.